you. almost defines love as being attraction. You get attracted, then you hungrily.
나 옆에 계단으로 가볼까?